Okay, you know what, guys? This is Sophia from the future. I'm editing this, and I just want to say, for context of if you're listening to this episode and you think maybe the vibes are a little strange, I was actively battling, unknowingly, the novel coronavirus as we recorded this. So I did have many moments during it where I thought, wow, have I lost the ability to be funny and make jokes? That's so interesting. We still, of course, have a laugh, but it is a little bit shorter because I just couldn't really bring the energy in. For that, I apologize, but I also wanted to explain so that you don't listen to this episode and think, have they fallen off? No, girl. I was just incredibly sick and didn't realize until the next day, and I thought it was because of the heat wave. Okay. Either way, I think the real ones and even other people as well will enjoy this. Love to everyone. Bye-bye.
Welcome back to the pod.
I'm Sophia Wilson-Pelton.
I'm Hannah Wakefield.
And this is a Vanderpump Rules Rewatch podcast.
Yes. Yes, it is. It is 200,000 degrees in New York City right now.
Yeah. I'm feeling scared because we can't have the AC on right now.
Yeah.
And I'm sweating pretty bad.
There's an extreme heat warning.
Yeah.
But
I'm feeling it. It's feeling extremely hot.
But we persevere.
Nevertheless, we persist.
I'm really scared that my nanny kid is going to want to go to the park today.
No way.
He might. He surprises
me
every
day.
day.
Just have to say no. Because I'm like, you can't do that.
I know.
It's bad for him to be outside.
I know. It's not like he wears sunscreen.
I can't imagine that any person, even a child, would feel okay being outside right now. That's crazy.
Oh, it's so awful.
Is there lots of shade for him at the park? He'd be running around in the direct sunlight?
He'd be running around in the sun, yeah, of course.
There's no way.
Because he doesn't like to go in the shaded
That would,
parts.
actually make me throw up.
I mean, I think he would get, heat exhaustion.
Yeah, I think you would have to say no either way.
I would get heat exhaustion just from even sitting in the shade.
Yes.
I nearly got heat exhaustion today when I walked 20 blocks.
Oh, my God. Do you want to talk about it? Is that
Sure.
your sexy thing that you did, maybe?
Yeah, my sexy thing is that I voted this morning.
Me too.
Yes, I'm wearing the sticker.
Yeah, I didn't put mine on, but I took it on.
You're keeping it as a keepsake?
I'm keeping it a secret because I don't want anyone to know who I voted for.
Of course.
I voted for Cuomo.
Oh, no. You ranked him all
joking,
5?
Obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, obviously I voted for Zoran. I'm really, really, really hope that he wins. This will come out after we have the results. So
I know.
This
So
might be a little interesting time capsule.
Oh, God.
But know that if he wins, I'm going to be fucking running around naked in the streets tonight.
Me too. Me too.
I was like, wait, if he wins tonight, I'm going to be like,
wow. I'm going to be really excited. I actually didn't even think about the fact that we're going to know really soon.
I know. It's really scary, actually.
I always forget about that. It's like you vote and then you know pretty soon after. I'm always thinking next month we'll know.
Well, because a lot of the elections that we've had that we've been conscious for have literally been low-key next month, you'll know.
Exactly.
But I wonder, I don't know how long it takes them to count the ballots for a city, like the size of New York or whatever, so I don't know if we'll have the results tonight because I feel like it's going to be pretty close.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, if I have to find out in the West Village, I'm going to freak.
Some people there are either going to be really happy or really sad.
I know. I know. It's like when Trump won the first time, there were a couple of girls at my school who were really excited.
Yeah.
And then everybody was obviously throwing up, sobbing, convulsing in the hallways. And they were like, you're ruining this day for me.
A lot of things are ruining this day for me.
And one of those girls came in to my restaurant the other day.
Wow, I bet she voted today.
Do
you want to talk about what happened to you when you tried to go and vote?
Yeah, what happened when I tried to go and vote was that I accidentally went to the early election or the early voting polling site, which is it's about 7.5 blocks away from me, and it is again 100 degrees outside. So I was walking there and I was like, fuck, it's so hot, but I'm doing my civic duty, no problem.
Gotta be doing this.
Get there, looking around for a while to find the polling place. I kept walking down this hallway and peeping through the crack in the door, and there were a bunch of people praying because it's a church, and I was like, it just can't be through there. There's no way.
And also, they will have signs.
Yeah. Honestly, their signs were not very well posted.
Oh.
But then I did eventually find it because I asked a woman, and she was like, it's this way. You want me to walk you? Remember to vote for Cuomo. And I was like, I think I can figure it out.
No.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
FML.
So I found it, and I got there, and she was like, you're at the wrong spot. And I was like, no problem. No problem. I'm happy to go to the other spot. The other spot is actually half a block from my house. Got there. The people were really nice. Voted. Got my sticker. Walked home. Sat quietly for a while because I was really hot.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Everybody should vote. But you know what? It's too late. So by the time this comes out, it's too late.
I'm praying y'all did that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went, and then like they obviously told me like, wait, we need proof of address.
Yeah, dude, I can't
believe they didn't even ask for your ID.
No, they didn't ask for my ID. I was searching.
This is your first time, right?
In New York.
Yeah.
This is my first time ever voting.
It made me laugh. I saw Honey's story. He was like, this is my first time voting. So when they handed me that huge envelope, I had to say, it's my first time.
It is kind of jarring every time.
It is. Well,
I haven't done it in a while in person because I typically vote absentee.
I've only done absentee.
Ever?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Because I voted in Oregon and I never have lived there since that's been the case.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I just like got there and they asked for my ID, which is like I guess pretty normal, though maybe that wasn't Hannah's experience.
It wasn't.
And then I gave it to them and then they were like, it says we need proof of address, and they looked confused about that as well.
I don't know, man. That is really weird.
I don't know. It literally seemed like I was the first person who had needed that all day or something. They were like, we can ask the guy next to us. But I was like, I'm just going to go home because it literally was a 30-second walk from my apartment. So I was like, I don't care. Like,
I'll be right back.
And there was no line. Like,
yeah.
I also was scared because like I got up fucking early as hell to vote because I had talked to Marley. I'd run into her on the street after she voted early, and she was like, the line was really long. And like she was like, I cut, but it was like really long. And I think she had to wait outside. And I was like, yeah, fuck. So I went, I was scared, but there was actually no line. And if there had been, I don't think it would have really even been outside.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing about voting on like a Tuesday is that if you go at the right time, mostly everybody's at work.
Yeah,
so there was no line
what
for
I was
me.
planning and plotting for.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was exciting. It was awesome to vote. I actually have never really voted for someone and felt excited about it like that.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't vote when Bernie happened.
Of course. Yeah. Well, there is, of course, no such thing as a perfect candidate, but I am excited for him.
I think he's perfect.
And I'm what my mom said about Obama. I'm having my fingers crossed. She still feels that way, of course.
I saw Shawnee's screenshot on his story that was like his dad posting like Obama Appreciation Day. Did you see that?
No.
It really made me laugh.
Someone needs to tell my mom about that day.
I don't know if it was real.
Well, every day is Barack Obama Appreciation Day for her. You know that one time I opened her iPad and
the background was him or something?
No, I went into Safari to Google something and she had just been Google image searching him. Just looking at pictures of him. She thinks he's so sexy
that's
boots.
the part of it, is that like they literally love him bad because they are like horny for him, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, he's hot.
He is hot. Even Jennifer Aniston thinks so.
Does she?
You know about those rumors?
Oh, that they had an affair?
Yeah.
No.
Well, there's rumors that they're dating.
Oh.
I think they're separated, but that it's not like public information.
Don't start with that. It's going to devastate me.
They're separated? Michelle's going to devastate you?
That they're separated? Yeah.
That's so funny. That's devastating.
I don't want them to separate.
I think they've been separated for a while.
No. No.
That is awesome that makes you sad. That's really funny to me.
I do feel really I oftentimes feel extremely impacted when couples that I don't know break up.
Of course.
And that one really hurts. That one cuts deep. God, I'm not kidding. I really hope they're not.
I'm almost 100% certain they are. I'm like pretty sure.
I'm going to tell my mom at dinner tomorrow. She's going to freak the fuck out.
Yeah, your mom is going to freak out.
Oh
about
my
that.
God, she's going to be so sad. She loves Michelle as well.
How could your marriage possibly survive a presidential
certainly couldn't.
Presidency?
It couldn't.
You can't.
Oh my God. And people were
and I feel like
had so much vitriol towards him.
Like Bill and Hillary haven't fucked or like slept in like the
Well,
same bed.
I'm praying on their divorce.
But it's like they're never going to
get divorced.
Yeah.
No.
But I don't know.
You know what? At least Michelle and Barack's love story is written into the history books forever.
Of course.
They made that movie.
Yeah, my brother auditioned to play him.
Oh my God.
If we're talking about the same movie.
Oh my God, I wish he had.
Me too.
Wow.
His life could be completely different now, maybe even worse than it is.
Yeah, but maybe way better. Did you see that Bill Clinton endorsed Cuomo?
Yeah. Throwing up.
Yeah. Birds of a feather.
No one even asked you to do that.
No one cares. No one gives a fuck, Bill Clinton. Oh. You crusty old rapist as well.
Literally. God.
But he's a cool guy. He plays saxophone.
He's fucking sexy. He's like my favorite fake photo on the internet, which is like his sickness is getting worse.
I love that
like
picture.
Crazy edited
So
photo
funny.
Of Bill Clinton.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
He looks so ill.
But he does look ill though.
Yeah, then he does normally, and then they made him look really on death's door. His sickness is getting worse.
Knocking upon death's door.
So
pounding.
Funny. What else? Yeah, voted. That's awesome. Oh my God, it's like amazing if he wins, but you know what? We'll see what happens. I'm trying to be extremely optimistic about it.
I'm on the edge of my seat. If he loses and we find out tomorrow that Cuomo wins, I'm going to throw a fit at work. I'm going to do something really bad. I'm going to throw something at the wall.
The podcast is canceled.
Yeah, PTW.
Yeah, so y'all better have voted
this
because
could
you're
be
voting
our last episode.
You're voting in your own interest. Maybe because the votes on Love Island went so south, this is our comeuppance.
My God. America, come on, step it up.
Well,
who did you vote for? I didn't vote in Love Island.
Oh, I vote every time I have the app on my phone.
Who did you vote for?
I believe in democracy.
Of course.
I voted that my favorite guy was Nick and my favorite girl was Alondria.
Okay, nice. I'm tiring of Nick. This past episode, he pissed me off.
If you want to hear this, you have to do this on the Patreon.
We actually
you have to pay for the fucking Patreon. By the way, guys, we have a Patreon that you can pay for. It's freaking awesome on there.
It's so awesome on there.
Sign up.
We have so much to talk about, and Love Island is just one of many, many interesting topics.
Yes, exactly. One of our many very highly interesting topics to you. Yeah, you can support us by following us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Follow us on Instagram. TikTok, rate, review, subscribe.
Please smash that subscribe button.
Smash that 5-star like button. Let's keep that same energy. We have like 355-star reviews on Spotify. Let's keep it freaking up.
Let's
guys,
get it to 1 million.
Days, others.
Let's get it to 500.
Yeah, let's get it
and
to
then
1
let's
million.
get it to 1 million.
Let's get it to 500, and then after that we'll be on a road to 1 million 5-star reviews.
We want every Spotify user to rate our podcast 5 stars.
Yes.
Let's see if we can make that happen.
That's a bunch of them.
That's more than 1 million.
Way more than 1 million.
2 million even.
Maybe closer. 2 million is definitely closer.
Yeah.
Shall we get into it?
Yeah, let's talk about the episode.
So it's Mind the Jax, Season 3, Episode 8, Vanderpump Rules.
Mind the Jax.
Ew. So stupid. Okay, anyway. We open in Beverly Hills with Lisa, and she's at Villa Blanca taste testing food.
With Chef Matthew.
Chef Matthew.
Of course.
Of the famed Chef Matthew. Y'all know him. You love him. He was this close to getting Antony's spot on Queer Eye.
Oh my God.
But she basically says that she needs to get her attention back on Villa Blanca and Sir because they've kind of been flopping ever since Pump opened.
It's all she can fucking talk about this episode.
I know. Well, she was talking about it last episode too, and I'm like, girl, what the hell did you expect?
Yeah, come on. Just do it.
Also, once again, you opened a restaurant like a block and a half away from your other restaurant.
Exactly.
What did you think? Literally, what did you think?
And then you poured
happen?
like millions of dollars into it.
And then she runs into Jax. Who was getting lunch after his nose checkup with his doctor, Dr. Lakey. Mm-hmm. And he inquires about Vail because she's quote unquote really nice.
He's very curious about Vail and he thinks she's super friendly.
Yeah, but he's quote unquote not trying to get into her pants or anything.
Yep.
And Lisa's like, sure.
She is like, actually leave her alone, please.
Actually, please leave that girl alone.
Please
Vail is weird.
Please.
She's funny.
She is weird as fuck. She's very weird.
Personality on her.
Yeah. She's got a brain though.
She's smart. She's just strange.
She's very odd.
Those things often go hand in hand.
It's true about us.
Yeah. Smart and strange. Okay. I bet she would like us, actually.
I bet she would like us too. Let's send her the
more
pod.
than a lot of the people on that show.
I think almost nobody on the show would like us except for Vail.
Yeah, same. Katie would like you.
I think Katie would like you too. So we are leaving Villa Blanca and we're going to a beer garden. Shay, Scheana, James, and Kristen are having a double date there. Mm-hmm. Yuck. I hate that crew.
I know, but it's a huge part of this season.
I know.
Because they just like literally have no one else to hang out with.
They literally have no one else except...
I think Scheana's feeling extremely popular right now.
She is, but her crowd is losers and freaks.
It is.
As Stassi said.
James, Kristen, Jax, and Sandoval.
Yeah. Goddamn.
and
Ariana.
Schwartz. It is actually like a loser brigade.
But Schwartz is never not friends with anybody, so it's like you can't even count him, I don't think. They're all having lunch. They're having a double date, and while Scheana and Shay are going to order, Sheena's going to get a seltzer and a big pretzel.
And Shay greets James by saying, Sup, G.
Sup, G. All he can muster.
I know, obviously he has his fucking sunglasses on.
Yeah, duh. Scheana and Shay are ordering, and James and Kristen are kind of getting on the same page at the table about what they're going to do about Miami, because Scheana and Shay are having a joint bachelorette party in Miami. Woohoo. And
I like that, though. It's fun when they're joint.
Me too.
It's way more fun like that.
Well, because when they do separate, then that's when the cheating happens.
Of course.
That's why Katie and Tom had their engagement party joint as well.
Of course. But also for normal people, it's way more fun if it's joint. Because then it's like all your friends.
All your friends.
But no, they have to do that because otherwise something actually, and guess what? Stuff that's actually really bad stuff happens nonetheless. But if they weren't together, stuff that's even worse would be happening.
Stuff that's even worse would be happening. Yeah,
literally.
relationship ruining stuff.
Yeah.
Kristen and James were previously invited to the trip to Miami. And then once they had that bar fight on Scheana's birthday, they like semi got disinvited. Basically, it's like unclear whether or not they're welcome.
Well, because Scheana's like too much of a scaredy cat to actually disinvite anyone.
Yes. But
and Kristen says, which makes no sense.
It makes literally
Girl, I wouldn't say
all
that.
It makes a ton of sense.
You guys got in a huge brawl.
You started a fight at her birthday. She got glass in her foot.
Maybe because this episode's kind of dull, they're doing some really funny flashbacks, and it's like Scheana like scream crying with her like cut up foot or whatever.
They come back to the table. They start to chit chat about something else, which is that James is going to be producing Scheana's new song because James thinks that like he can really do a really bang up knockdown job on her new song because he could quote unquote probably make a beat in a day. He's that talented.
A lot of people could probably make a beat in a day.
I could probably make a beat in a day.
I definitely could. And he's also like, her other 2 songs were fucking trash. And it's like, okay, not too much. Not too much on my girl Scheana Shay.
And she's going to be seeing that, so you better watch your mouth. In the talking head, Kristen is talking about how she feels like Scheana takes advantage of her as a friend because when Scheana needs me, I'm there for her. But when Scheana needs my boyfriend to produce a track, she's my best friend. But she has the audacity to say, you know, maybe you can't come to Miami, Kristen. Well, maybe you can't come to Miami, Kristen.
And also her being like, Scheana takes advantage of me as a friend. I have to be there when she wants like support. And it was like, what are you talking about? She literally was like, I feel taken advantage of because when Scheana needs help or support, I have to do that for her. And it's like, that is just what being a friend is.
And Scheana does that for you, Kristen. It's like not one-sided. It's very much reciprocated in this relationship.
And once again, maybe you shouldn't fucking go to Miami.
You shouldn't go to Miami.
No, you shouldn't go.
Yeah. And basically, Scheana and her talking head is like, Kristen is going to be really uncomfortable there. And also, she's going to make everybody else uncomfortable there. So I kind of wish that she would be like, I'm not going to come because I know it would be bad. She says that Kristen is a loose cannon. And like, she just wishes she could understand that she shouldn't go. But she never will understand that.
The fact that she was like, I hope that Kristen will recuse herself.
What? She never would do that. James, on the other hand, is like, it doesn't really matter if we go or not because obviously we're going to be best mates long past Miami. No, brother.
I don't think that's true.
They are in a relationship with you right now because they have no one else. So that's why you're being quote unquote best mates. But basically they're like, are we allowed to go? And Scheana doesn't really say anything. And then they're like, okay, so we're going to Miami. Cheers. We're going to Miami. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, they basically like, but also it's like, yeah, you do, Scheana, you do have to tell them no if it's a no.
If it's a no, you have to say no. She just sits there quietly. And then they're like, okay, so we're going. And then she just like looks pissed.
And she's like, I didn't really say yes. It's like, yeah, but you didn't say no. And Kristen's fucking crazy. She wants to go to that thing bad.
You need to put your foot down with Kristen.
You have to stop her with like force,
literally,
for her to not go to Miami.
You need to say no so that when she shows up you can say you said no.
Yeah, exactly. But she can't. She's way too much of a little people pleaser.
Yep.
Okay, so then we're at a restaurant called Sadie
yum.
for dinner with the girls. And the girls, I believe, is Vail, Christina Kelly, Jen, or no, that other brunette, Danny,
because Danny is best friends with Vail.
Yeah, and then Katie. And in the talking head, Stassi says that she needs to teach Vail how to steal in regards to Sir. She needs to teach Vail how to steal drinks, do time theft, and then also who to hate and who to like.
Of course. All of the important things.
And Vail reveals to the girls that she went to Princeton and studied architecture, which is so funny that she studied architecture. That is so fucking random.
I know.
It is so strange.
I know.
It's so specific to study that and not actually do that as your career path is really funny.
Well, it takes a lot of schooling.
Yeah.
Because you have to go, it's more school than just like a regular 4-year degree.
Well, maybe she just did undergrad or something.
I think so too.
There's
but
no
it's
way
like
she did grad school for architecture.
I know she didn't because she dropped out to do a silent film where she played an architect.
Exactly.
But the thing is, like, an architecture degree without the further education is actually useless.
Yeah.
So
well, a lot of degrees are useless. So yeah, basically they ask how she ended up in Hollywood, and as Hannah said, she also reveals that she got offered a part in a silent film. Which in the year of like 2016, or I guess like what at the time?
2012. Still.
Silent film
As an architect. At that point still hadn't been around for 100 years.
So that's like extremely strange, obviously. It's really, really fucking weird.
It takes the girls by surprise when she says that.
It's very surprised. It's really weird. A silent film?
A silent film as an architect.
And you mean like a full-length feature?
No way.
No way.
No chance. She dropped out of school to do a short film.
Yeah, a short silent film. And they were like, oh, you've done soaps too? Like, because she was in like The Young and the Restless? Is that what it's called? And she's like, you're asking me too many questions. And they're like, okay.
Okay, honestly, just trying to get to know you.
Just trying to get to know you.
Katie is like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, they're like also the most normal question where it's like, well, we know you've been on the show.
Yeah.
It's not a secret.
No.
Not even really that personal to know about.
No.
But she also says that it's like hard to keep track of everyone at SUR because of all the relationships, and that despite the warnings, Jax actually seems like a really good guy.
Why would she say that?
And that maybe he has changed.
Why would she say that? She didn't know him before.
She keeps saying that she thinks that he has changed.
That is such a bold statement to make.
And Katie and Stassi look genuinely repulsed when she says that, obviously.
Of course.
Katie explains to Vail, like, well, I'm actually beefing with Jax right now because he wronged me by making up a lie that my boyfriend cheated on me.
Oh.
And this is when the talking head Stassi is like, I haven't told Katie this because she hasn't asked my opinion, but I obviously think that Schwartz actually cheated on her and that that's not a lie.
Yes.
Because we know that that's not a lie.
It's not a lie. It's not a lie. We know that he cheated with the kissing because he admitted it. And we know that he cheated with the sex because when have they ever stopped at kissing?
Vail is like, well, maybe Jax is just trying to help out his friend. I don't know how the fuck that's helping out his friend.
I don't either. And also, like, why would you say that to the girl who's telling you that she hates Jax so bad? Why are you siding with Jax?
You help out your friend by making up a rumor that he cheated on his girlfriend.
Well, to get him out of that relationship with that nasty woman.
Literally.
That nasty woman across the table from you.
With that nasty woman. Then in the talking head, Katie is like, my relationship would be so much better if Jax was dead, basically. And it's like, okay, well.
She said if Jax could disappear from the planet, things with Tom Schwartz will get so much better. No.
It's not. It is hard because he is like out for them. Like, I understand what she's saying, but that relationship is going to be hell no matter what.
It's like a new problem will arise. It's not, he is your current problem. But the relationship is the problem.
One after the other is going to come for you.
At the end of the dinner, Vail is like, okay, I learned I have to stay away from Jax. And they're like, yes, he is going to try and have sex with you. You need to stay away from him. And she's like, okay, maybe. We'll see about that. Okay, we're back at SUR. Lisa is getting a delivery of flowers from her housekeeper, making her housekeeper do that. Come on.
She is acting like Martha Stewart in the documentary that we watched.
Yes, she
was.
But
like, not classy Martha Stewart.
No, bossy. Just bossy Martha Stewart. And then Lisa's talking to the manager of Pump, again, about how, like, they need to focus. Pump is doing really well. They need to focus their attention on SUR, blah, 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 blah. And Katie interrupts to talk to Lisa, and Lisa's like, what is wrong? You look so stressed. You look so upset.
Also, when she interrupts, you just hear her whisper off screen, Lisa. Did you notice that?
No.
It literally was like a horror movie. Like, Lisa.
Well, Katie is always, anytime she talks to Lisa, Lisa is like, you're not in trouble. Why are you looking at me like that? Like, she is scared to talk to her. Kind of always. Yeah. But she's like, what's wrong? You look so stressed and upset. What's the problem? And Katie is like, my problem is Jax. She said Jax's hatred for me has grown.
Well, it's growing. It's getting worse.
Well, Jax's hate for me is getting worse.
It's so scary if Jax's hate for you is getting worse, you're in a really bad position.
Yeah, and
he's going to do some really bad things to you.
Which is why she's asking Jax to be moved to Pump.
Yeah.
She's like, Lisa, Jax hates me so much. He's making up all these rumors. I'm never going to be okay with him because of how he crossed the line. Can you please move him to Pump? And Lisa's like, Katie, in her talking head, says she knows that it's unprofessional to ask this, but she would rather look unprofessional than let Jax ruin my relationship. Yeah. Your relationship is doomed already. And Lisa kind of brings that up. She is like, Katie, if you were to ask Tom Schwartz, would you, like, if you were to basically lay down the line, an ultimatum, Jax or me, what do you think you would choose? And Katie goes, I think you would choose Jax.
That is so crazy.
To say it out loud.
And then for her to be like, and I still want to fight for my relationship is bonkers.
Lisa is like, you need to
and I feel
be with somebody who chooses you.
I feel like they're having this conversation that happens a lot of the time where, like, in my opinion, I feel like Lisa is trying to tell her to break up with Schwartz. Yeah. And she's just like, I just need to change the relationship. Yes. And it's like, no, girl, you got to end that relationship.
Lisa is being very clear. She's saying, are you sure this is the man you want to marry? You need to be with somebody who wants to choose you. If this was me, I would not be in this relationship. The problem isn't Jax, it's Tom.
Yeah.
She says the man you marry puts you first and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Of course. And also, it's like not only putting someone above you, the person he's putting above you is Jax Taylor.
He's a demon.
You kidding me?
He's prioritizing a demon.
Oh my God.
And Katie is like, I do want to marry him. I love him, but I need to figure out like what he wants because maybe I am not the person to him that he is to me, aka someone that you would want to marry.
Yeah, or like love and prioritize.
Yeah.
But didn't they just have a conversation where he said that she was that person for him?
Yeah, but obviously it would be hard to believe him.
It's impossible to believe him. Impossible. He's not acting in any way that aligns with that.
No.
So then we're at James's apartment.
Yay!
James's
Finally.
apartment. And it's just Kristen, James, and Russell, who is obviously Scheana's pervert manager.
Duh.
Welcome back, Russell. Welcome back.
Hi, Russell.
Because as we know, James is producing a song for Scheana.
Yep.
And so then Scheana and Shay show up, and Sheena's kind of doing her thing where I feel like, got ridiculed so badly for her music that she really wants everyone to know that it's just a hobby, it's just something she does for fun, just like not a big deal to her. It's fine if it flops really bad. It's only all she wants is it to be played in a couple of gay clubs around the country, and that's fine.
It made me laugh though, because she was like, if I can put out good music that's playing in clubs that people dance to, then I'm happy. And it's like, okay, so
That's
you would like to be famous.
Yeah, if I can like place just put out some music that's like being played on the radio, people are really connecting to, whatever. It's like that.
Then I'll be happy. Okay. It's fine. It's like, okay, so you want to be a pop star.
And she says, I was very specific with James with what I wanted on this song. I want the horn sound. I don't want to sing as much. And I wanted to do a little bit more rapping. She wanted those horn sounds. She didn't want to sing as much, and she wanted to do a little bit more rapping.
Horn sound? Why do you need that?
I know exactly what she's talking about, and we'll hear it later.
Yeah.
It's very of that time. I know that she was listening to Jason Derulo, and she was thinking 100%. This sounds really good.
She said, I need this. Yes. I need this.
James says that this song is a badass vibe that could be played on the radio, period. As I said, it literally sounds like it sounds like Wobble by Jason Derulo.
Yeah, it does. It's called Shake That.
Shake That. Sheena's listening to it jumping around in her sneaker heels. She is blown away.
She loves it.
She's like, oh my God, James is a genius. He can produce the shit out of a song.
The thing about it is that like her producer is that he's doing the whole song. He made the beat. He wrote all the lyrics.
Yeah. It's like obviously not a good song, but it does sound more like something that would be on the radio than any other song that Scheana has put out.
Yes, 100%. But he should get more than a producer credit. Yeah. I mean, this is his song.
It's his song. She's merely a vessel for the art.
For James's genius.
Scheana is a vessel for James's artistry and genius. The genius of Shake That. Did they ever put that out?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
It is a lot of rapping, though. He kind of hit the ball out of the park with that.
Yeah.
Quote unquote rapping.
Well, he's the white Kanye.
Oh, duh.
Scheana also says that she's still waiting for 100 RSVPs for her wedding, which made me laugh. It's like so embarrassing.
And then they play a clip where she's like, oh fuck, I ordered way too many invites. What do you didn't have the list? You just ordered a bunch without the list first? They're really expensive.
Yes.
She got that tooth money though.
Yeah, she got that tooth money. And then Sandoval calls her and she picks up and puts him on speakerphone. This is when she's clearly feeling extremely popular because she actually not only has the friends that she's hanging out with right now, James and Kristen, she also has friends like Sandoval who wants to hang out with her.
She also has the enemies of her current friends, but also those are her friends.
Yes. And he asked if she wants to come hang out with him and Jax because Jax and Tiffany just broke up.
Yeah.
She says in the talking head, I love Jax.
I was so mad.
She says, I love Jax. And Tom and I are really trying to rally and support him right now because that's what friends do for each other.
You love Jax, Scheana. You love Jax.
She probably does.
I know she does. I know that she does.
It's so crazy.
It's true for her.
He is like such a actually horrific individual.
Also, you know that
rallying and supporting him.
That man would throw you under the bus in any second.
Duh.
He just doesn't care about you enough. You don't like have any real meaning to him.
No, of course.
You're not really a pawn in his game, so it's like
Jax
doesn't
would ever
matter.
be there for you if you went through a breakup? No chance. Way.
Well, he is not going to be when she goes through a divorce.
Of course not. Then also James and like Kristen are just like standing by listening, and it's kind of awkward because like they're beefing with Sandoval or whatever.
Yeah, they have to keep quiet.
And James is like, I also think Tom and I need to have a quick man-to-man conversation before Miami. Nothing deep, like just clear the air. And he's like, it's just like such bad vibes whenever we see each other. And Kristen's like, the tension is so thick. She's like obviously horny as fuck that like,
duh.
She loves that they have beef. It's like really turning her on, getting her going.
Revving her engines.
She's saying that like literally with a smile, the tension is so thick.
The tension is so thick.
Smirking.
Murping.
Yeah, she's murping. She's guys, Kristen's murping again.
Uh-oh, Kristen's murping.
Oh no, Kristen's murping.
We've got a new couple and we've got some new people in therapy, and we've got a new therapist. Yeah. She is reminiscent of the last therapist in that she is a blonde woman.
They look pretty much identical.
They look practically the same, except this one looks, to be honest, and I know a therapist can look like anything, this one looks less like a therapist than the other one.
Less like a therapist than the other one. She has some filler going on that if I walked in and that was my therapist, I'd probably say, you know what?
I think I'm good for right now.
I'm good for right now.
I think I might rebook.
I'm gonna get my ass back on psychology today and see what we can get cooking because I don't trust you, to be honest, inherently. I don't feel good about this at all. I have a really negative feeling.
I have a really bad feeling about this. I think I'm going to walk out of here a different person for the worse.
Yes.
Katie and Tom are at therapy.
Yes.
Tom says that therapy has always been his last resort, but freaking Katie talked to Lisa and now they're here.
Yeah.
God damn it. The therapist is like, okay, so tell me like why you're here. And Katie's kind of struggling what to say. And Schwartz is like, let me take this one. Basically, we're here to show off how perfect of a couple we are. We're doing amazing. And Katie is like, okay, so you need to stop.
She goes, that's exactly what I didn't want you to do.
That is, I did not want you. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it.
Oh my God. Coming in with the joke. It's like, it's actually not funny.
You're at couples therapy.
And your best friend is trying to ruin my life right now.
Yeah. But so Katie takes the lead, tells the therapist that they're in therapy for a chance for them to rebuild and reinvest in their relationship. Yes. But they're struggling with some issues, as all couples do.
Of course.
Tom tells the therapist that they reached a crisis point recently where they almost broke up. And then he's like, am I supposed to tell you details about that?
He's like, I just don't know how this works. Yeah, girl, you're supposed to tell details.
What do you mean? You think you're just going to say that and then you're done? What is she?
We reached a crisis point.
How is she supposed to work with that?
Okay.
Katie kind of gets into what is really going on. She says that everybody thinks that Tom is this cool, fun guy because he's so non-confrontational, but it's really difficult to be in a relationship with somebody like that because he's so passive. She feels like a crazy, insane bitch monster, and Tom is like a little puppy that she's kicking over and over again because she's trying to have these conversations with him just to talk about the relationship, and he's cowering like a little brat.
The way that anytime she probably brings something up, he is so fucking annoying about it.
I know.
I'm like, Bubby, I don't want to talk about that. Bubby, come on.
Bubby, no.
And also,
Bubby, not right now.
It's interesting because she says, everyone likes him because he's not confrontational. It's actually not a good thing to not be confrontational. It's just that, within the context of this friend group, everyone is so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That, what they mean is he just doesn't, fly off the handle at, his other friends necessarily.
It's that he, refuses to engage in the drama, but it's not because he's non-confrontational. It's because he's, passive and doesn't care about anything.
He's pathologically passive. It's it's actually good in a friendship and obviously a romantic relationship to be able to have confrontation and talk to people about
confrontation is not inherently negative. No, it's an
good
ability to have a conversation about the things that are bugging you.
Yeah.
But she's every time I try and talk to him, it's all of my words are falling upon deaf ears.
Oh my God, I hate him.
And Tom says that he has built up walls because in the past he had tried to hide things from her. So it's what do you mean by in the past you had to hide your cheating and so now you're building up walls?
Yeah.
To not have conversations about it because you don't want
her away because he cheated on her a bunch. He had to protect himself and her from his cheating.
Of course, obviously he's actually a gentleman.
He can't stop the cheating.
Well, no. Obviously he can't stop the cheating.
That would be crazy.
But he can build a wall. And then Katie is basically he cheated on me, but then he was upfront and honest about it, and we were able to have a reasonable conversation. That's kind of all I want.
She's I'm extremely reasonable when he confessed about the cheating. Girl, come on.
Come on. I know. She's basically well, he can cheat on me as long as he tells me about it.
I know. Oh, I really need her to stand up for herself, but she won't. Not for a long, long time.
Not for a long, long time. But then she'll stand up for herself. Well, she'll really stand her ground.
Yeah.
Which I'm proud of. The therapist is okay, so do you guys feel like your relationship is stagnant? Are you in a rut? She goes, okay, I'm going to be honest. I do feel insecure in our relationship because we never have sex and I just really want to feel desired by him.
She says in terms of sexually, we just don't have sex.
Yeah.
And it's
and Tom is I feel terrible and I'm super aware of it, that you don't desire her or want to have sex with her. You're aware of that fact? Good. Oh, great. He's been trying to make more of an effort to be affectionate and intimate.
Yeah.
He says, I've quote unquote, I felt more desire towards her lately. He means since coming clean about the cheating and then almost breaking up. Silver lining of the cheating and then almost breaking up is that he's felt a little bit more desire towards his girlfriend recently.
It's so crazy. He's well, I just didn't want to fuck you because I was lying to you a bunch about cheating on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now the slate is wiped clean. Yeah, now I can have sex with you again.
But I don't even think they have had sex.
No, I don't think they have either.
Said it.
I know. And then the therapist is okay, basically we have to let the past be ancient history.
Right. That is impossible.
And now operate as two strong people who respect each other and will stop attacking each other. Okay, can you tell him to stop cheating on her? And the past isn't ancient history because it happened last month.
I know. I was wondering about if that's actually good advice. I have no idea. It's obviously important to be able to let something go, I think, in the in a relationship to move on from it. But I was it feels such a big ass. It obviously is such a big ass first session of therapy to be you have to let that be ancient history.
I know. Well, I think it's true that sometimes you have to kind of drop your baggage if you want to continue on in the relationship. That is only helpful advice if you think those people are able to do that. And I don't think she's able to do that.
And also I think there's probably a certain degree of working through it first that is helpful, where it's I understand if it's you keep bringing this up but saying saying you want to move past it, or we keep having the same fights over and over again or whatever. But it's like, seems like they do need to like actually work through that and probably like investigate more about like why he cheated if they actually want to like, be together.
I think they need to have a long, honest conversation with a mediator there, aka the therapist, to kind of figure out the root of the problem. A different therapist. Because this one obviously is not interested in doing that. She's like, I don't really like you guys. Why don't you just forget about what happened?
I have an amazing idea. Forget about it.
Try forgetting about it.
That's going to be awesome.
Then they leave therapy and they're both kind of really happy because they both want this relationship to work.
Yeah.
Katie is like, I want this relationship to work. We both do. But we know that we're ill-equipped to do it on our own. So that's why we're in therapy. And Tom Schwartz is like, should we fuck? Should we have sex right now? Let's just make out and see what happens.
I just told you to stop making jokes about this.
Stop making jokes about it. It's not funny.
It's not. You cheated on me.
And it's like, it's not.
Your best friend is trying to ruin my life.
It also sucks to be like making jokes about like how you want to have sex with her and then like not having sex with her.
Yeah, that must feel so shitty.
That would feel awful. To be like, me as a sexual being is very funny. Fully a joke to you.
Okay, so then we're with Scheana and Tom at Tom's. Tom is like trying really hard to get nail polish off that he like can't get off. I was like, is that like a gel polish? Like,
I think he just didn't have nail polish remover before. Okay. But he's like, I need to get it off. I need to get it off.
He says that he tried before.
I know. I think he used like soap and water. But it made me laugh because of the way in which he now is like literally addicted to nail polish.
Yeah.
He loves white nail polish.
Yes, it's one of his favorite looks.
Yeah.
I watched his audition on America's Got Talent.
Oh.
Pretty bad.
He just did that, right?
Yeah.
Did he make it through?
I don't know. They actually didn't reveal if he made it through or not. They did like an early release of the clip of him singing with his band.
That will be so devastatingly humiliating if he doesn't make it through.
I think he's going to make it through.
I think he's going to make it through too.
People were really vibing.
Ew.
We're getting up and dancing.
Oh my God.
He was saying take on me.
Yep.
Okay, so then Jack shows up while Tom is like, I cannot get this damn nail polish off. He probably did try with soap and water. That's so true.
I know.
He's so stupid. He is so stupid.
He is so stupid.
And Sheena's like, what's going on? Like, are you and Tiffany broken up? And he's like, no. We're just trying to figure it out. And they're like, that's crazy because you texted both of us last night. Me and Tiffany just broke up.
Yeah. I broke up with Tiffany and then Tiffany and I just broke up.
He also texted Kristen.
Why did he text Kristen that?
I don't know. He texted a bunch of people that.
Yeah, he said, yeah, when he says, when they're like, you texted us, he was like, it wasn't just you guys. I texted a ton of people.
He was like on a bunch of coke freaking out.
Yeah.
He says, I went down to San Diego to see Tiffany and she was kind of hesitant about seeing me. And I was like, you know I drove all this way. You told me to come see you. You know we were going back and forth fighting and arguing, but we had a few drinks, talked it out, and we decided to work it out.
We had a few drinks, talked it out, and decided to work it out. What?
Also, like, I don't believe that she told you to drive down there because why else would she be hesitant to see you? She's scared of you.
There's literally no chance. First of all, I actually don't really believe that's your girlfriend.
I don't know.
Why would he drive down there and then her be like, I don't want to see you?
Well, we don't have any reason to believe that any of that is true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that they are dating and that she didn't tell him to drive down there and then she was scared because he was driving down there anyway and he was mad at her.
Yeah. But then they had a couple of drinks. They figured it out.
I guess.
What is that?
Him figuring something out after a couple of drinks is impossible to believe.
I know. It's freaky.
He gets really mean and awful.
Well, he gets the rage.
Yeah, because he gets the coke.
He gets the coke rage.
He gets the coke on. And then Vail calls Jax and is like, so I heard you went through a breakup. And he looks incredibly confused. He's like, how does she know about this?
Yeah. He's like,
well, girl, we know that you told her. You told a bunch of people.
Yeah, he was like, oh, great. It's gotten around to everybody already. You told everyone.
Yeah, it got around to everyone when you sent out a
mass text.
A chain email.
Yeah, literally.
Idiot.
You sent out a text blast about your breakup.
Yeah, and Sheena's like, you texted her.
Yep.
He's like, no.
No.
Yeah, you did.
No,
yeah, you did.
I didn't.
You fucking idiot. And Sheena's like, so you're obviously trying to bang Vail. And Jax is making the most devious face you could possibly imagine, looking at her being like...
Devious is such a perfect word for it.
It's actually so scary.
It's like
sinister.
Machiavellian. It is sinister.
Literally horrifying. His like eyebrows are arched and he's like smirking. It's like so fucking scary. He does it later on too. This is when I noticed that Sandoval's V-neck was extremely deep.
Of course, his favorite style.
Deep. And Scheana is like, oh, also Sandoval, like James wants to know why you can't forgive him if you forgave Jax.
Yeah.
And Tom is like, well, he has a point. He's like, that's different. Jax is my friend. James was my friend, but Jax has been my friend for a long time.
Jax has been my friend for like a
decade. James and I were friends for like a summer.
Yeah, literally.
And also, like, as we'll find out, it's so funny because Sandoval will just end up being like, he's just annoying. And
no,
it's like, he is
so
just
awesome.
annoying. Like,
he was like, James is annoying and he's dating Kristen who's trying to ruin my life, so why would I ever be friends with him?
Yeah, and it's like, he is literally just annoying. Like, he is truly a pest. So it is kind of like, yeah, I don't want to be his friend.
Why would I?
And like, none of my friends are friends with him. Like,
no,
once
it's
again,
only
Jax
Scheana.
is like, everyone forgave him, so it's kind of like, okay, whatever. But like, there's no reason for him to be friends with James.
No.
He says, there's nothing about that guy that's legit. He's like a fucking fake it till you make it kind of guy, and I don't have any time for that shit in my life, period.
Period, Tom.
Period.
Speak
Laying
on
down
it.
the law. V-neck down to his navel.
At one point in that conversation, the kind of banging on the couch came up, and Scheana...
Oh my God, yeah, sorry. I wrote that down, but didn't bring it up for some reason.
Scheana is like, wait, please tell me this isn't the couch I'm sitting on right now. And Tom goes, of course it's the couch. Are you kidding?
He said it's been steam cleaned twice.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
No, and Jax is kind of sitting there, like, head in his hands, being like, I hate talking about this.
It's
you
so
did
gross that they still have that couch. It's
Throw that
obviously
couch
so
out.
ugly.
That's it's a pleather. It's a black pleather couch. Get rid of it. Okay, we're back at Sir. It's kind of a quick little sceney. Peter tells Lisa that there's 400 reservations tonight. Yes. Katie pulls Lisa to tell her that she's had a breakthrough with Tom.
Yeah.
She's happy because she felt like they have been through rough patches before, but this is the roughest one that they've ever come out of on the other side. And so she feels like that they can overcome a lot of things together. It's like,
she's like, thank God, because I know some fucked up stuff will be happening to me down the road.
no, literally, and it will be, girl, just you wait. Sheena approaches Vail at the host stand. Vail is going host mode to ask her how she knew about Jax and Tiffany breaking up, and Vail is like, oh, because he texted me.
Duh. we knew that.
He texted her, I am in San Diego at the beach visiting a girl. And she responded, cool. And then he texted her, Tiffany and I just broke up. And Sheena is like, okay.
Visiting a girl.
Visiting
Cool.
a girl. Cool. Sheena's like, oh, because he said he didn't text you. And this is how Vail kind of figures out that he's a liar.
Kind of figures out.
So she's like, okay, Jax asked me to coffee. So, and then Sheena says, he just wants to put his cream in your coffee.
Also, why didn't Scheana tell her that he and Tiffany didn't break up?
I don't know. She's like a little agent of chaos, I suppose.
I know. I was like, that's crazy. It's like a super quick scene of Stassi with Christina Kelly, Schwartz, and Katie. And Jeremy and Jen bring over their 1-year-old child.
Kingston.
I cannot believe they have a 1-year-old child. It's
I know.
actually so crazy and scary and bad.
We've seen
Them,
this
like,
baby
taking
before.
care of that alone. It, as Jeremy called it.
Him. We've seen this baby before, but this is the first time we've ever learned his name. Kingston.
And they dress him up in a huge hat and fur vest and shorts as he looks like a little pimp. And then they
Yes.
take photos of him and he runs around.
And Stassi says, I take care of him, I play with him, I feed him, and not from my breast, obviously.
Okay, thank you for clarifying.
Thank you. I'm really glad you don't.
Okay, so then we have the coffee with Jax and Vail. Jax is like, I got a haircut because I'm going to San Diego with the guys, and we're gonna have a full-on party weekend.
When Vail walks in, he's like, you look beautiful. She goes, thanks, you too.
And this is when he's also looking at her in a way that is fucking devious.
Like
he
he
looks
wants
like
to
he wants
eat
to
her
eat.
up.
Yes, he looks like literally like he wants to eat her. Vail says her first impression of him is that he's a very self-satisfied, bordering on cocky.
You're not very good at reading people.
Honestly, extremely generous.
It's super generous.
Yeah.
He's extremely cocky.
Bordering on cocky.
No, he's
And
there.
also, that's not even one of his worst traits.
No, that's like one of his like
There's
literally fine traits.
Way worse things about him.
Yes.
Then Vail explains that she had to get her nose cauterized recently from doing too much blow back in the day.
Yeah.
And Jax is like, I love that Vail is open about her past and that she admits the things that she's done and is trying to be better.
Okay.
For him to be like, I love that she's trying to be better. Why don't you try to be better?
Try to be better. Why don't you try? He doesn't think he needs to be.
Oh my God.
When she says she got her nose cauterized, he goes, what?
He's never heard of that.
And then she's like, cauterized, I got my nose cauterized. And he's like, I really don't know what that word is. He's a dum-dum.
He is a big dum-dum. And then she's like, maybe it's not maybe it's not normal. Girl, that's normal.
It's normal.
A
It's
grown
normal
man
word.
should know what cauterized means.
Yes.
Then he like explains that he also had to get his nose done, but he doesn't want to blame it on his quote unquote past of partying, and he puts partying with air quotes. And I'm like,
Partying. It's not from partying.
it's not from party. But he's like, he said it in such a weird way where he was like, I don't want to blame it on my past of partying. And it's like, okay, so you admit that was
It's part of
that
it.
you used to do a ton of coke, or you do a ton of coke, but he's just saying, I did actually also have a deviated septum.
Yeah, he couldn't breathe.
Vail is like, you know what? Basically, everyone is telling me to stay away from you, but I form my own opinion on people.
Oh my
and if
God.
you look at gossip through a and if you look at gossip through a sociological standpoint and why people do it, it ties them together and gives them a sense of community. And so that's why Katie and Stassi are telling me to stay away from you.
Well, she's like, it ties them together and gives people a sense of community, but then also it means that you don't believe people can change or grow. No, it doesn't.
No.
That's not the implication of that statement.
And she says, so far, I think you're great, girl.
Why, girl? He is like actually trying to devour you at the coffee shop.
Yeah, well, she has problems.
But she's wearing her fake pink engagement ring so that he knows
What does that
she's not
mean?
interested. I don't know.
She's so strange.
She's very bizarre.
She's very weird. Oh my God, the way he just like repeatedly goes for women who obviously have like substance abuse issues and are like vulnerable.
He's really interested in that because he says like
he is very interested in that.
he was like, Katie and Stassi think that when they're telling her all this bad stuff about me that it's going to try and dissuade her from talking to me, but she is like she's kind of likes the bad stuff because of her past. So actually, they're just like piquing her interest in me.
Yes.
No, I don't think that's true.
I don't know if that's true or not. It's like crazy for him to say that, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. I think well, at least what she keeps saying is that she thinks that he can grow and change.
Yeah.
But maybe she is interested that he's coming from a place where he has to grow and change. Vail then like confronts him about the Tiffany text, and he's like, he lies and it doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
He's just like, so yeah, I did text you, but basically.
He says he just didn't want to talk about it with Tom and Scheana.
I just didn't want Tom and Scheana to know that I texted you, so I lied.
Okay.
I mean, that's true. That is why he lied.
Yeah. And then she's like, so where did you leave your relationship with Tiffany? And he's like, I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know what to say. I just don't think you should have to try that hard in a relationship. So like, that's still his girlfriend.
That's still his girlfriend.
To her.
And then Vail is like, well, maybe you shouldn't be in a relationship that doesn't serve your needs and fulfill you. And he's like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't.
And in the talking head, she says that so far all she sees with him is a nice guy.
Yeah.
And that he needs to settle down because he's not a spring chicken anymore.
Yep.
And then he's like, and you know what? Look, I can actually be really needy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is true.
But then she's like, so maybe you should find a girl that's interested in affection. She is very generous with him.
She's highly generous with him.
And she's extremely flirty with him as well.
Yes.
I'm sick and tired of that. I don't like watching it. I don't want to see that shit on my screen.
I don't like him looking at her like a demon.
No, me neither.
Literally like a fucking vampire who wants to kill her, eat her.
Yeah, who wants to like take her to the underworld.
Yes, he would love to take her to the underworld.
We're back at Sir. James is kind of like polishing up glasses in the dining room because...
I noticed something.
What?
The photos are on the shirt.
The
shirt is
the photo shoot photos?
Sir, or like some photo shoot photos. It's not the background at all, which makes it funny that it's like these like bikini photos by the pool. But the shirt is Sir in pink like shiny letter, metallic letter. And then like behind that is like a photo of all the like sexy people.
Oh, okay.
It's so funny that they're wearing that on a shirt, obviously.
I know.
It's crazy.
I know. And they took out the whole pool background. It's just a black shirt.
Yeah. I guess it's the photos from the pool or whatever. It's so crazy that they didn't just take them in a studio.
I know.
Because it's literally just an outline of all the people.
Literally. But I guess like, yeah, it's so much more work to get rid of the whole pool background.
Yeah, and like it looks worse than if you're just like in a studio.
Of course, but I guess Lisa didn't have to pay for
it
because she had it at her house. So he's wearing that fucked shirt and he's polishing glasses in the dining room because previously Lisa had gotten sort of pissed off because everything is falling behind at Sir because there's no mother hen to watch over them, so everybody's getting slack about their jobs. And she's like, all these flowers are dead, you need to polish the glasses better, blah 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 blah. And he's like, yes Lisa. And then James pulls Tom to talk before his shift. Tom is wearing his bangs down today. Downward bang.
Yes. I noted that.
Bangs brushed down.
I love when he wears those things down.
Me
and he has his
too.
like spikes in his hair.
It's so
thing on the side, the sunburst or whatever you call
funny
it.
too because obviously his bangs aren't cut to be styled down, so they're like so choppy and bad looking.
It's like if you took Jimmy Neutron's hair and put it down. Also, it's like a weird little like swoop.
Yes. James wants to talk to Tom because he doesn't want anything to blow up in Miami.
So let's make it blow up right here.
So let's blow it up at Sir instead. And they're kind of chatting and Tom is like, we already talked about this and we agreed we're just going to ignore each other. Like we said we would do that, so let's just do that. But then James is like, I just don't understand how you can forgive Jax but you can't forgive me. And Tom says, I really don't need you in my life. And Kristen is, quote, a fucking kamikaze pilot. She does not give a flying fuck about making herself look bad so long as I look bad in the process. She came after my life and my relationship with Ariana. Tom is like, I don't want to be friends with you because you're dating Kristen, who is the number one person trying to ruin everything for me right now. And after he says that, James is like, wait, do you think I'm proud of that? You think that makes me happy? I'm her boyfriend and I have to sit here and hear about that all the time, blah, 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 blah. And
so
it's
embarrassing for him to be admitting that to Tom.
So embarrassing.
Obviously.
To be like, you think I like when Kristen talks about you? I don't. I fucking hate it. It's awful.
You think that I like that Kristen has to keep going to your apartment to get more stuff from you?
Yeah,
it's like,
literally.
Wait, don't admit to him that that's how you feel.
I know, and don't say it in the tone that you're saying it is like you're coming back with a point to him.
He's like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's like that.
So we agree.
So we agree on something.
So we agree it's weird and bad how she's acting.
And Tom is like, okay, that's really not my fault, and that actually really sucks for you, and I feel bad for you because that's really embarrassing, and your girlfriend is obsessed with me bad.
Yes.
And James is like, it's bullshit when Tom says that Kristen is obsessed with another man, aka him, because she's not. Kristen's obsessed with me. Kristen's screaming my name in bed.
Okay, so first of all, that literally directly contradicts what you just said.
What you just said.
And second of all, when he said that, I was like, he sounds so much like a gay guy who is trying to pretend that he likes having sex with women.
Well, because he's a gay guy who's trying to pretend that he likes having sex with women.
Yes.
Kristen's screaming my name Kristen screaming my name in bed. Ew.
Fucking nasty freak. It's so funny for him to be like, he just completely changes his tune. I mean, obviously he like with Tom let it slip, like how he actually feels, and like has a little freak out, and then in the talking head he has his like stupid ass like ego on, and he's like, she's screaming my name in bed.
Well, because the thing
she's
is
not
that like
screaming your name in bed.
No, she's not. You guys are having, well, I bet they are having like weird sex, but it's weird because he doesn't want to be having sex with girly style. Obviously he's gonna let that slip with Tom because he actually like really loves Tom and wants to be his friend bad. I think he would tell Tom like he would probably spill his whole heart to Tom.
Well, he just did.
I know. But then Tom goes back to the bar to tell Jax kind of what happened, being like, he's fucking crazy. Blah, 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 Kristen, whatever. And then Kristen walks up and Jax is like, oh, I gotta go. I'm not doing this.
It's so funny because she starts her sentence. She goes, so not only did I just, and then Jax goes, I don't want to be involved. And she goes, yeah. So not only did I just hear you and...
Yeah, she's like, not only did I just go outside and talk to James and he told me everything that happened, I also was listening in on the conversation. And Tom goes, I know you were. I felt your presence around the corner. Because she was standing there so like funny. Leering.
Yeah, in that scene, the last scene, it does like multiple times cut back to her just like leering and peeping on them.
Yeah,
and him being like, I could feel your presence around the corner, made me laugh so hard.
Yeah, because of course
her terrible, dark, twisted, negative energy,
her awful like
her peculiar
the aura
energy,
like radiating off of her is like, she's like jealousy and hatred, evil eyeing them.
Literally.
Kristen kind of brings up Miami Girl and is like, Tom,
oh my god,
you've been fucking around with Ariana this whole time. You've been doing all that weird ass shit in Miami that we all know to be true, and James was just too much of a gentleman to bring it up to you.
No, you know he forgot.
He forgot, and he actually doesn't care about that at all.
She's claiming that the reason James didn't bring that up is because he's quote unquote too much of a man.
Too much.
Like, he either didn't care or he forgot.
Literally, he got sidetracked talking about how crazy you are.
Also, you just know he got distracted by saying that you make him feel bad.
Yeah.
You just know that she like at this point has like already like got Miami Girl like flying in or like bought her tickets or whatever.
Well, yeah.
And so it's just like her being like, just you wait.
Well, at the end of the episode,
yeah, James really allude to it.
And Tom is basically like, can you please stop obsessing over my life? So you have to stop. And Kristen is like, if you don't care about me at all, then why won't you be nice to James? And he's like, that guy is annoying and I don't like him.
Literally.
I don't have to be nice to him.
Literally.
He says, you are crazy, Kristen. That's why you pursue people, hunt them down, and are still obsessed with my life and are coming over to my house with your fucking tits hanging out. I can't talk to you because you're the only one that makes sense in your own world. And they play a clip of her bending over, getting something, and her tits are out. They are hanging out.
It is brutal.
But that was a low blow.
It was. Because, look, you shouldn't be saying things such as that. We don't need to be slut-shaming Kristen, obviously.
And
look, it was just one clip where she was leaning forward
and her tits were hanging out.
That was actually so funny.
I know. But it is like, Kristen, you're pushing him, as we've said before.
I know, but she looks really happy.
I know.
There's multiple times in this scene when she literally is like smirking when he's screaming because she is so happy to be getting a reaction out of him. Of course.
But it is like, I mean, like, you're pushing him, so he's going to be saying mean stuff to you, like your tits are hanging out.
He will be taking some low blows.
Yeah. And then James walks back in from outside up to the bar, and he's like, grow up and stop worrying about me. And Tom is like, I actually don't care about you at all, and you are just annoying. You two together are annoying, and you separately are annoying.
Funny to me how he kept just being like, you're just annoying, because it is true. Like, they are literally pests.
They are pests.
They actually are pests. Like,
it is like
we have never seen him talk about them in any meaningful way outside of when they are like so agitating him on purpose.
Yes.
And like, they are just like, they're just so annoying. Like the way Kristen comes up and is like, you just think I look crazy. and then James comes up and like is like, I don't like how you're disrespecting my woman. It's like, oh my god, you guys are crazy.
Tom is like, I don't like you, you're annoying. And James goes, well, the way you treated her annoys me. Everything about you annoys me. The way you do your hair annoys me.
Okay.
It is like you are like a little mosquito buzzing in his ear.
I know.
He doesn't give a fuck about you.
I know.
You are just bothering him.
I know.
Like, you're not gonna win.
And it's just like such flawed logic, because I feel like Kristen tries to be like, if you really didn't care about me, you wouldn't be reacting in this moment. And it's like, don't you see how you're pushing? Like,
you're pestering him at work.
Yeah. You're yelling at him.
You're screaming. You two are teaming up, cornering him and yelling at him.
Of course. But it's literally exactly what she wants. So
yes.
Good for her.
But then he tries to remove himself. Like, he tries to leave. He's like, I'm literally tired of this. And Kristen is like, you run away because you can't handle the fucking truth. And he goes, get a life. Get a life.
What? It's so funny. Oh, it's so funny. You can't handle the truth. It's like, okay.
He doesn't care about your version of the truth.
Well, and I understand she's pissed because he did cheat, and she knows that to be true.
Yeah.
And it is true he did cheat.
Yeah.
But it is like, girl, you just got to let it go at this point.
Especially because, like, Ariana doesn't care.
Yeah, so it's just, like, bad.
You are just making yourself look insane.
Yeah, because there's just no, like, you're not going to get any of what you want out of this because, as you said, like, Ariana doesn't care. So it's just, like...
There's not going to be, like, any, like...
She thinks that, like...
awesome, like, redemption moment for you where you, like, come out on top victorious.
Yes.
Everybody is just going to think you're weird for flying that girl in.
Yes. She just, like, thinks that it's going to be this, like, smoking gun moment.
Yeah.
And it's like, no,
it's not.
girl.
You're not about to, like, blow this place up.
No. Okay, so then, like, the really quick scene at the end, I didn't really write that much down about it, but basically James is just, like, saying that he can't wait to see the look on Ariana's face when the truth comes out, and, like, it's, like, quote-unquote fucking go time, which just means that they have, like, planned... It just like, means that Miami Girl is, like, waiting in the wings.
Yeah, they're just, like, letting us know that Miami Girl is on her way, basically.
Which is so crazy.
I mean, yeah, it's really crazy what Kristen is about to do. I'm excited that we're almost at that episode.
Me too. I'm really excited.
Of Miami Girl being like, I had sex with you, and Tom being like, we did not have sex. We did not have sex. We did not have sex.
Literally so awkward, especially because it is like, why would this girl lie about that?
I know.
There's just no reason for her to. But,
well, I guess to get on TV, but like...
But no.
But even
to them, that's
like,
obviously what they would say, but it's like, still no.
I know. I mean, it's a really bad look for her. It's like not worth being on TV
yeah,
for that.
It would be so humiliating to be on TV having the exchange where you're saying...
We had sex. We did not have sex. We had sex. We did not have sex. In the middle of a restaurant.
Okay. Okay, that's the episode.
And that is the episode.
Hero and villain.
Nobody made any like major strides, I guess.
Hero Scheana for making her damn song.
Hero James for making that damn song.
No, I refuse. I refuse.
Of course, he will never be the hero.
Villain, like Jax and like James and Kristen.
Yeah, honestly, I think
it was
like
pretty
James and Kristen are
episode.
Yeah, it was. James and Kristen tied for villain.
Yeah. But Jax was being so gross to Vail. The way he was looking at her, that is enough to set me off.
Yeah, when he's leering at her like that. I don't really have a hero.
Okay.
Nobody wowed me.
Me neither. My hero is Scheana.
Okay. My hero is Lisa for tapping back in.
Yeah, my hero, I guess, is Lisa for telling Katie, like, break up with him. But she didn't say it plainly enough for her to understand that was the message.
You have to be very, very...
So instead, they went to therapy.
And they've overcome a lot, and they're going to overcome a bunch more.
Yeah.
Until eventually one day they won't.
Yeah. Okay, you guys.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Stay safe.
See you later.
Bye.